Hey guys, so now that I've seen Captain America Civil War, doing some review videos, I can't fit it all in one, so I'm just going to break it up with some different ones and kind of let you know my thoughts and reactions on certain things. Oh, and if you haven't seen this in IMAX, please do before it leaves theaters, because if you don't, you'll regret it. So let's hop into it. It's going to be some spoilers too. So I'm going to start here in the parking garage where you got Scott Lang and Cap meeting for the first time. They're at the airport and where they find out they're starting to be evacuated, and this is something that Tony set up so he can clear everything so there's no casualties trying to apprehend Cap and Bucky. And props to Tony, he at least tries to talk to them first. Widow's also there and she's like, Steve, do you really want to punch your way through this one? Because he's not budging. So we all know this scene here. Tony calls for Underoos and Spidey takes the shield. And like, they don't really just out and say it, but Cap's job here was to pretty much secure the helicopter while Bucky and Falcon make their way to it. Falcon being cover for Bucky. And pretty much Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, they're kind of like backup in this case, you know, just kind of to keep an eye on everything and make sure, you know, nothing happens from a distance. So once Spidey gets the shield, Falcon and Bucky pretty much see that Cap's been ambushed, and which they pretty much expected. So he scouts out where the rest of their team is hiding out, and the twin jet as well, which is actually their backup plan for means of transportation to go find the other super soldiers. So at this point, Cap calls for his Underoos. He got Ant-Man hide on the shield, and also Hawkeye shoots out the webbing from his hands to free him up as well too. And one thing that I love, and I feel like the Russos mastered wonderfully, like nobody was there for no reason. Like Ant-Man, he was there as a distraction. Bucky was there as to help Captain find the soldiers as well too. Falcon's there as eyes above, and the same was Hawkeye. But Scarlet Witch, she's the most powerful one. She's damage control, making sure while this is going on that nobody gets killed. And as for Team Iron Man, you have Iron Man and War Machine, which are pretty much the flip side of Bucky and Cap, going in the opposite direction, headstrong. With Widow, who kind of is in between, but at the same time, for Team Iron Man, she's making sure that, you know, people get neutralized one by one safely. Then you have the Vision, who is damage control on Team Iron Man. Then you have Black Panther, who is only out to kill Bucky at this point. And last but not least, you got Spider-Man, who's kind of like the secret weapon, kind of to catch him off guard, which works, but gets debunked pretty quick. And even though these turned out to be their roles in the airport battle, it's not like it was totally planned. A lot of it had to be improvised because they didn't know, like, Spider-Man was kind of like a wild card. The roles that the other team members took on in the battle ended up being something they had to improvise and do. Like even here with Cap tried to slow down Black Panther from chasing Bucky. One team just kind of had to react to the other. And so also here we get to see some new stuff too, like I don't even know what they call this thing, but it's like a kind of like a billy stick with like thousands of jolts of energy going through it, which I bet would really hurt once you get hit with it, and he bought that for Cap. Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch also have a running here with Tony, which is pretty much because they was on the run as well too, trying to make it to the jet, to make it to the transport, and they ended up trying to at least slow down Iron Man, which works, and everybody else gets on the run again towards the jet, which isn't so far that they make it because they get stopped by Vision, who's pretty much like, I get what you're trying to do, and I know your intentions are good, Captain, but I'm gonna draw the line here, like literally with fire. So pretty much everybody's at a standstill, and both teams kind of regroup and gather here, which ends up being the ultimate face-off of opposing politics. And at this point in the film, like, the viewpoints of each side is so clearly drawn out, it's to the point to where you can clearly understand why each one feels like the other side is a deadly threat, which makes it that much more emotional when you get to this point in the film and see each side really try to stop the other. And the action sequences are well balanced. Like, no matter who your favorite character is, they're gonna get some shine in this film, especially in this battle. And if you're watching this, you already know, spoilers here, that Ant-Man gets used with it as a distraction. He goes straight Spectre Man style, and this ties up pretty much everybody to stop him. and the distraction work is so good that it even caused Vision to not notice the shot he was taking to slow down Falcon was actually not a safe shot, because it was actually a lethal line of sight for Rhodey's arc reactor. And like when real friends fight, all it takes is somebody to get hurt to stop the whole thing, and that's pretty much what happens here with Rhodey's injury. Yeah, but that's gonna do it, you guys, for this video. Whatever thoughts you have on that epic battle, you know, in my opinion, it's the greatest one we've ever seen on the screen. So many characters, it's ridiculous. But leave your comments below, like, subscribe, and we'll do it again next time. All right, later.